So welcome to the last press conference of ETS Season 17. We are still here at Arena Nova in Wiener Neustadt. And I'm here surrounded by our top three finishers of the Fly Sky Modified class. Race winner Michal Orlowski, Ronald Volker in second place and Mark Reinhardt in third. Mark, we start with you. Third place here at the race and second place for the championship. How does it feel?
Overall, it's okay being on P2 with 3 thirds. You know, it's not even a decent season, but at least some podiums. Today, I don't know. It was not the most enjoyable weekend, to be honest. I mean, it started okay, but then the grip completely failed to the end. I don't know. The traction got super weird. We went 7/10 a lap slower than in practice the first days. So we have no idea what happened, but it wasn't that nice to drive, in my opinion.
Do you have any idea, because I asked also Ronald about it in the last interview, do you have any idea what could be the problem with this kind of feeling on track?
The easiest would be, and I hope it is like this, it would be the additive. Because like when everybody uses
it's your additive.
Yes, it is, but maybe sometimes it comes a box in a different batch or something. Some more oil, I don't know. I don't produce it myself, you know. No, but like in practice, we all had an okay pace. It was not great to drive, but at least it was drivable. You could have a feeling. But as soon as we all went to the table with a handout additive, it looks like it went the wrong way. So this would be the easiest option. Otherwise, we have to say it's maybe the different batch of carpet we have. But when I come home, I'm gonna check, because I know before I left, we got new boxes of additive, and I will just double check if it at least looks the same.
Yeah, and you said that the track got worse and worse throughout the day, so that would mean that maybe the carpet was soaked up too much with this additive.
Maybe
and
too much oil.
This
maybe it's
caused the cars to slide around.
It's the same at every race on carpet.
It's not your turn.
But it's exactly the same. The carpet is fresh at the beginning, and here there's a hard surface underneath.
Yes, but it was not as bad as now.
But down was the same, but in down there is a soft carpet underneath. Yeah, so it's more grip. But in down also for the final, it was
I will
really
still
loose.
check when I'm back home.
So before we will have a fight here in the press conference, Ronald, what is your opinion about it? We talked about it in the interview after the last A-main. I mean, nobody really has an answer instead of maybe...
No, he's genius. He's God. 10 times in a row.
It could be a lot of factors. Like the floor underneath is probably different. It's cold, changing temperature, changing also within the hole the humidity. So there are a lot of things which could cause the issue that you go 5, 6, 7 tenths faster on Thursday and everything feels like really good. And now it wasn't enjoyable to drive in the finals. It was just more slow, more lazy, loose, and in the end it is what it is, because I was confident after Thursday, and we were on a back foot in Q2, 3 and 4. I should have not been starting second with a 2 and a third as well, but I'm happy Robert got a turnaround for the finals, and P2 was the maximum. So
yeah, so especially at the end of the season, you scored 2 second places in a row. The beginning of the season was a bit more difficult for you. What do you think about the overall season now, being here with a third place overall?
I mean, overall it's okay, but if I compare, the summer season was horrible in terms of performance and results, and the indoor season is good. It's P2 where I finished today. So I was still surprised, and Mark finished only P3 as best in the season, but it's P2 overall. But it means somebody...
Consistency, you know?
It means somebody won all the time. So, also interesting.
Back to back to back to back.
Okay, talking to you, Michal, we told it many times in the live stream, 10th win in a row, back-to-back ETS champion. Would be maybe a stupid question to ask how your season was, but it's very impressive to see that you won all the races from the pole position. You mostly won almost every round of qualifying. How would you sum up the whole
Please,
ETS
not
campaign?
every single race now. Just a quick sum up. Don't come with up or down or...
It's been a great season, just like the one before. I was able to attend all the rounds, and we were very strong last summer, but the competition was catching us up. So I'm really proud of the work we've done with the car. I was getting a bit nervous that we're struggling a bit, but I think this weekend proved that we're still very strong, and I can only wait for the outdoor season. TTC was a lot of fun driving on asphalt, and I already can't wait for the first round in Apeldoorn.
Yeah, and to add one more question, what was the worst and what was the best moment of your ETS season?
The worst? A1 in Apeldoorn when I got taken out by Mark. And the best.
When you went wide and loose.
The best was. The best. Probably the second final here. I was actually very nervous all morning. I was really nervous. I don't know why, but I was very relieved after I crossed the finish line.
So when you tell us that you had been nervous in the morning, that means that the average media we have here at the ETS created some kind of pressure on you.
Yes, too much. I need to stop.
It's all
stop
because
reading.
you read all this stuff
Yes.
and you watch it all the time back to back.
No,
And
I need to stop reading what you are writing. Yes, it's true.
Mark,
I never read.
yeah, you never read
I never share.
and you never share. So
I did
What,
yesterday.
what was your best and your worst moment of the season?
The takeout to Michael, which he calls a takeout, but it was just like he was just wide because he was scared because I didn't do a warm-up lap this moment, you know, and he knew, it might be
That was the best or the worst moment of
the best, even if I didn't in this final. But if he said it was his worst, it was my best.
Then flying with
And the
Akio.
worst, I must say, every single man this weekend.
Ronald, what is your opinion about it? What was your highlight of the season and what is the moment you don't remember that well?
I got a minute or two to think about, and the worst was in Luxembourg when I had like a perfect qualifier. I drove really good, and I was 4 seconds off by pace against both of them. And the best I think was when A3 and down, when I had 4 seconds ahead of Mark.
Why they always go against me?
No, just because I couldn't believe we actually were capable to improve over the season, and A3 was like in the finals, it was on point, and I could enjoy it, and as well it was a perfect timing for like our MTC3 promotion. Sorry, Mark.
It's okay.
Yeah, so one last question for Mark. What will you do to prevent Michal Orlowski from winning the 11th race in a row when we kick off the new season in Apeldoorn?
I guess he's already scared because he talks already about Apeldoorn before when I took him out. So I'm gonna be ready to
Take out again.
not take out. I was just gonna start first like the year before and try to dominate.
Yeah, Ronald, and a question for you. The new MTC3 is out now. What do you expect from the new season? Do you expect to be closer than also on asphalt again?
Yeah, I mean now it's a bit of time because the weather is not there yet, and we're finishing the carpet season. And I think we need to do some work for the presentation, for the setups and everything, with you actually. And I can't wait to have better weather and to go out and testing the car, especially in Apeldoorn.
Okay, so yeah, the last question of the weekend and the last question of the season will go to our champion Michal Orlowski.
Here we go.
You have become the hunted man now at the ETS, so everybody needs to beat you if he wants to win an ETS race. How will you prepare for the new season, which we will start in Apeldoorn then very soon? Because on the way to that, you will also go to the 12 scale Euros maybe, and you have kind of off-road races. How will your program look like on the way to the new season?
I'll have a small break from touring car now. I'll have 12 scale Euros, then I'll be going to Australia to drive a bit of 10 scale buggy on dirt. I'll be doing a lot of testing for that as well. So I will leave it to my team to work on outdoor setup at the moment, and in May I think we'll start preparations for Apeldoorn, do as much testing as it is possible with the schedule. And yeah, I'm sure Ronald will be strong, Mark will be strong, and also
I heard that
Lucas.
actually Bruno will come back as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
For Apeldoorn, they're
yes, I'm
coming.
hoping they will also attend, and we'll have very strong field like we had in Eigen. And I'm just looking forward to putting the work in and hoping that the work will pay off on the track on the ETS weekend.
Okay, so that's a perfect wrap up here for ETS Season 17. Thank you guys for joining us here in our last press conference of the season. It was a pleasure to watch you race all season long on the track. Great to have you here with us, and thank you for that. We will see us in Apeldoorn when we start the new season, Season 18 of the Euro Touring Series 2025-2026.